ChezPride, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are finally starting my new series on my channel that I am calling The Sims 4 The Online 100 Bae Challenge. This is basically Kelsey Impicciche's 100 Bae Challenge, but made a bit more intricate with the Sims 4 Lovestruck expansion pack. Basically, you must become partners with 100 Sims, but you must find all of these partners on a dating app. There are more rules to this challenge, and in this video, we're going to go over all the rules, introduce the main sim, and also show off our home that we are starting with. And then the next video I post will be the first gameplay episode. So let's go ahead and jump into the rules and explain exactly how this challenge works. So all these rules are down below in the description if you just care to read them instead of listening to me talk about them. But I am going to sit here and talk about them in a little bit more detail than is in the description. But if you want to just read the description and skip to the introductions, no hard feelings. But like I said, this is called The Sims 4 The Online 100 Bae Challenge. And this version of the challenge is written by me. But as I have stated, this is very heavily based on the original 100 Bae Challenge that was created by Kelsey Impicciche and the Sims team. They actually collaborated to make this challenge. And I did do this challenge a few years ago. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Like, it was one of my favorite challenges I did. I love flirtatious challenges. It's just kind of my jam. So when the Lovestruck expansion pack came out, I was like, this would be such a fun expansion pack to do the 100 Bae Challenge with. But what if we mixed it with the dating app and therefore made it the online 100 Bae Challenge? And basically, like I said, is where you have one sim that gets 100 partners, but you have to meet them all through a dating app. So let's go ahead and go through the rules because I don't want to take forever going through these rules, and there is a slight list. So the first rule is pretty simple. You must start off with one sim with the Romantic and Lovebug traits. From the original challenge, they're supposed to have the Romantic trait, and I just figured with the way this challenge works, the Lovebug trait from the Lovestruck pack was very appropriate for this challenge. So I decided to have both of those traits be a requirement. And then the aspiration, you must complete the Paragon Partner Aspiration, but then you must follow by completing the Serial Romantic Aspiration. So basically, the original challenge, the rule was you have to complete the Serial Romantic Aspiration, except it wasn't exactly a rule. It was kind of more of a recommendation that you definitely wanted to follow, because when you complete the Serial Romantic Aspiration, you get the reward trait of Sims that you are already flirty with not getting jealous when you flirt with other Sims. So I figured that would be a good requirement to still have, is the Serial Romantic Aspiration. But also, this whole series is kind of based around polyamory. So I thought the Paragon Partner Aspiration was also a good aspiration to complete. And the Paragon Partner Aspiration is not long at all. Like, it's not the absolute easiest to finish, but it's not a long aspiration. It's actually a really short aspiration. So I thought you could probably still go ahead and do both, because it only took me like less than half the challenge in the first time I did to complete the Serial Romantic Aspiration. So I think you can do both, but we'll see. I'm testing it out to see how hard it is to complete both of those. The next rules are you must complete both the Charisma and the Romantic skill. These are both skills you'll be using a lot in this challenge anyways. I figured we might as well have to max them. In the original challenge, you had to max the Charisma skill, and I really wanted to play with the new Romance skill. So we got to max that one too. And then here we are with the Cupid's Corner. So you must make a Cupid Corner profile and meet your partners only through the dating app or blind dates. And yes, I did say you can use blind dates because I do want to experiment with that as well. I have experimented with them some, but I figured if your partner or if your sim gets where they have to wait for the dating app, then you could go on a blind date. It's still a way to meet your partner randomly. It's not you you going out into the world and meeting someone and still meeting them basically through the dating app. And then it says, you must take every sim on a date before asking to be their partner. So you can't just like go and meet someone and then flirt with them and try to date them. You have to meet them on the dating app or through a blind date and take them out on a date. And once you're on that date, you can ask them to be your partner. And then this is a rule from the original challenge. It says, if a sim asks you on a date, you must go. No matter what you're doing, no matter how you feel, you must go on that date if you get asked out on a date. Okay, so the next rule is quite simple, and that is you must start with a starter home. So in my opinion, that's 20K or under, or at least the worth of the lot has to be 20K or under. And if you are reading along, in the parentheses, it says for an added challenge. And basically in the original challenge, Kelsey made the challenge, but then made a slightly harder version, where in a couple of the rules she gave you an option to do added on challenges to make the challenge harder. So the one for this rule was, for an added challenge, buy an empty lot, don't have a house, and only use the homes of your baes for your needs. I am not doing that. I think the challenge is hard enough without it. But that is an added rule if you want to do that. And then it says, your sim slot must have the conventional and the singles hangout traits. So the conventional just kind of helps with, I guess, the charisma skill. And I just thought it would be fun to have the singles trait because that's a new one in the Love Truck expansion pack. And then it says, you cannot have a job. Dating is your job. But if you need money, you can paint, write, or scavenge, etc. Basically any hobby that will make you money. But there is another for an added challenge rule. So for an added challenge, you may get money only by asking for loans from your baes. Again, not doing that. I may do that just to help out, but I'm not only limiting myself to that. And the final rule, of course, is no cheats. So that is all the rules and how this challenge works. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into Create a Sim and introduce you to our sim that you've been staring at here. Alright, so we are here in Create a Sim with our main sim for this challenge, Miss Precious Dates. And actually, I did not plan that name. After I made her, I was like, you know what, she looks precious. I'm going to name her Precious. And then I randomized the last name. And then literally the first name I got was Dates. And I was like, that is very appropriate for this challenge. So her name is Precious Dates. And she has quite the personality. So, as required, we are starting off with Paragon Partner Aspiration and the Romantic and Lovebug trait. But I also gave her the Generous trait. I just seemed like she would be a very, very generous type of gal, if you get what I'm saying. She, as far as her more details, her gender, she is just all the way female, but she cannot get pregnant. And she does not produce milk. I just figured, let's go ahead and cut that out in case I accidentally click try for baby and ruin the challenge or something. So I just made it where she can't get pregnant because, you know, this is a flirty challenge. There's going to be a lot of woohoo, okay? But romantically and interested in woohooing with men right now, she is currently announcing herself as straight. But she is a little bit exploring romantically. So she might get pursued by a woman. We'll see how it goes. And then with her romantic boundaries, she is jealous of nothing. And nothing can change her mind on that. Because she is pretty much polyamorous. That is her, I guess, boundaries and orientation. But then her preferences, because we have the whole turn-offs and turn-on systems. I really wanted to take advantage of preferences here. So activities she likes is okay, I'm actually gonna also have her like cooking because I get a feeling we're gonna be cooking our own food. So she likes cooking, dancing, fitness, mixology, and romance. I figure she's probably going to be on a lot of dates, at a lot of bars, and a lot of dance clubs. So I figure she might as well go ahead and like all those activities. Conversation topics. I pretty much tried to choose anything I thought she might need to have on a date. So we like affection, we like compliments, we like deep thoughts, we like discussing hobbies, we like discussing interests, we like flirtation, we like jokes, we like physical intimacy, we like silly behavior, we like small talk, and we like stories. So she likes a lot of conversation topics. She's quite the social gal. And when it comes to Sims characteristics, she likes... I actually didn't, like, put any dislikes, but I didn't like every single category, because I didn't want to make this, like, oh, she likes absolutely everyone, but I didn't want to make her too picky. So, she likes liberal Sims, she likes emotional decision makers, she likes funny Sims, she likes hardworking Sims, she likes high energy Sims, she likes idealist Sims, she likes optimistic Sims, she likes pet enthusiasts, romantic enthusiasts, and spirited Sims. So that is all her likes and dislikes for just like friendliness, but then turn-offs and turn-ons, which are a lot of the same things, but romantic-wise. For the way of life, so basically how a Sim lives. I didn't like every single one, but I did like ones I thought kind of matched her personality and what she'd be looking in, just to make it somewhat easier for her to go ahead and already have some people she automatically connected with. So she likes career-minded Sims, she likes drink-making Sims, she likes health and sports Sims, she likes highly skilled Sims. She likes impressionable Sims. She likes performers. She likes self-employed. She likes sense of humor. And yes, she also likes taken Sims. She does not care if your Sim is married, especially if he is wealthy. She is just trying to get her 100 baes. If she can have another partner, so can they. So that is her way of life Sims. Characteristics, I kind of tried to match these kind of to the ones in the likes and dislikes. So she likes ambitious Sims. She likes clean Sims. That's just a personal preference for me. I just want them clean, please. She likes emotional decision makers, funny, hardworking, high energy, idealist, optimist, pet enthusiast, and spirited. So as you can see, a lot of those are the same. Romantic styles, she likes all the romantic styles. Anything to do with romance, she loves. She's a lover who loves love. And finally, she likes every single hair color. Because I didn't want her to be picky, so she is not. She likes any hair color you have. So that is basically all of her personality. I know there's just so much detail now between all the packs and the updates that have been coming out. Like, it is just amazing how detailed you can make a Sim now. So I normally don't go through all the turn-offs and turn-ons and likes and dislikes, but I figured for this challenge it was appropriate. So, that's her personality. Let's get to her actually showing this gal off here. So, this is her up close. I gave her one of my favorite hairs from the Lovestruck pack. And as you can obviously tell, she, like, did I skip the color? Yeah, I totally skipped colors. She likes the color black and red. But you can probably tell that from her looks. She has black and red hair. She has red eyes, red piercings, red lipstick, red eyeshadow. You know, she has really went heavy on the red, and then most of her all of her outfits are red and black. And she also has some tattoos. Show this off real quick. So she has a red and black cow plant tattoo. She has the new arm, or I don't know, Lovestruck's been out for a month. Is it still considered new? We have the newer tattoo where it crosses off a bunch of names. And then she has her fancy back tattoo. I have been making Sims with tattoos a lot here recently. I don't know what's my deal, but I've been obsessed. So she has quite a few tattoos. She has the new dress from Lovestruck and the new heels from Lovestruck as her first everyday outfit. I wanted to use as much Lovestruck as I could, but I also used some stuff from the other packs. So her other everyday outfits are more party club outfits, but I figured it was stuff she wears. So she has this outfit, which is interesting, but it fit her personality. And then this is her other outfit. I thought this is very appropriate for the club, but I also just kind of like it as a dress, and I don't know when I would ever use this dress again. So I figured I might as well use it while I had the chance. So that's all her everyday wears. Her formal wear is a bit more formal, but it does still have this sneaky flirtation, little showy hole in the back. So this is her formal wear. We have an athletic wear in case she decides to go on a gym date. Plus, she does like working out, so I thought she might as well have a nice workout wear. So we have the new top from Lovestruck, and then some shorts and shoes we already had. For her sleepwear, I gave her a couple, and they're both kind of like they're not like full on lingerie, but they're pretty attractive. So this is her first sleepwear. It's a little bit costumey, but I like it. And then her second one, it looks a bit more comfortable, but it's still like super attractive with the whole like heart showy hole in the front and the back, and it being a short little dress. I just thought both of these outfits were very fitting for this challenge. And then her party wear is a bit more simple and modest, but I actually kind of like it. Like, I think this outfit's really cute. I especially like the sheer black over top of the red dress. Not the best, like, club look, but if I ever go into the club, I'll have her wearing one for everyday wears. Her swimwear is just the base game red and black swimwear. Always loved this piece. It is base game. Yeah, it's base game. Her hot weather wear is the same as her first everyday wear. There's that little short dress from Lovestruck and the new shoes from Lovestruck. And then her cold weather wear, we finally have pants on. I think this is literally the only outfit she wears pants in. But she has a warmer outfit that is red and black. But I still think it's a cute outfit. So that is our Precious date. She is going to be the sim we play this Let's Play with. I think she's super cute. But let's go ahead and go show off our starter home. Alright, so here's our little starter home that we will be starting this challenge out with. Since this is basically a Lovestruck challenge at this point with all the rules and stuff that inquires from Lovestruck, I've decided to go ahead and start off in the new world that comes with the Lovestruck expansion pack. And I tried to kind of fit this building in with the world. As you can see, a lot of the buildings are very colorful and two-toned and square and rectangle with a lot of windows. And that's kind of the goal I was going with here. But I wanted to really match her personality, so I made it very red and black, very dark, very flirtatious. And I also made it very small. Because this is actually a micro home. So it's only 32 tiles. If you don't know about the, oh my god, tiny living. I didn't think of the word for a minute. The tiny living expansion pack, you are missing out. Because when you have this pack, the smaller your build is, the more benefits you get from having this build. So with us doing a micro home, we actually have the most benefits. And those benefits are a light and load, so bills are way less, which helps because we're not going to really have time to get a lot of money. All relationship gains are doubled, so that will super help us, since basically this whole challenge is based around building relationships. Let grow, plants grow twice as fast as normal. We are personally not gardening in this series, but that is very helpful in others. Feeling fine all the time. Basically all the happy moodlets last longer. You got the Chez skill increase at double the standard rate. Also going to help us very much because we have a couple skills we have to max out. And then cozy comforts. Everything is twice as comfortable as general, which we have some cheap furniture, so that is also super helpful to us. And then, as well as the challenge requires, it does have the conventional trait and the singles hangout trait. But I did also add the romantic or trait as for mine. It's not a requirement, but I thought it would really help. And as I stated, this is a tiny home. And it is a starter home. So it is only worth 18,776 simoleons. So that's all the little like details about the house. Now let's actually show off the lot. So as you can see, I kind of, how do I say it? I basically wanted to make it look like her yard was smaller than it was. So this is one of the smallest lots in this world. And it's a 30 by 20 lot. And that's not that small when you're building micro homes. As you can tell, like this is the amount of room it takes up on this lot. There is no 20 by 15 lots in this world, unfortunately. So what I did is I took a fence and I kind of just made my own yard, and then I used debug and fencing to make a parking lot. Because if you look at the world, honestly, a parking lot really fits in this world, especially since they have like cars on the side of the road and they have a fake parking lot over here at the motel. So it's really not that far of a stretch for there to have been a parking lot here. Obviously, we don't have functioning cars, so there's no need for a parking lot. And I did use debug for like all this except for these little fences right here. So yeah, all the rocks are debugged, the cars are debugged, but I just thought that the parking lot was a key idea to blend into the world, and it made our lot smaller. Technically, it didn't make the lot smaller, but it makes it look smaller. So, this is the actual lot we were playing on right here. This is kind of the roundabout version. Like I said, I tried to make it two-toned with several windows. I couldn't do too many windows, though, because it is a starter home, and I added a pool. Like, I really wanted a rounded pool, so I had to make some cuts and sacrifices. I think we did a pretty good job, especially since, we kind of broke out the debug, and that really did help the situation. So this is where you walk up to the house. The first thing you see here is the front yard. It's not a big front yard, but it is a small front yard. And I thought it was cute and had some stuff that we couldn't fit inside. So there's no technical dining table inside. There is a sitting area where they can sit and eat, but there's no like eating table inside. So I figured if we were on a house day or something and we want to be romantic, we have this little table for two out in the front yard with some candle lighting, which would be really cute at night. So I thought that was cute. And then in the front yard, we also did add a woohoo bush and a woohoo blanket. I really wanted there to be a couple of woohoo options here, so I made sure to add those there. And then trash can right there, mailbox right there, and you walk up, and this is what you see. And we have the new front door. And I also kind of did this funky square checkered pattern for the front suit. Because as you can see, like, houses like that and stuff, I was seeing a lot of walkways with squares. Different style, both like checkered and then just like outlined squares. I just saw a lot of square themed pathways. So I decided to do that to kind of blend it in with the world. And when you come in the front door, there's not a lot of room. It's very cram-packed, but I think it's cute. So you walk in and you automatically have this entryway. It actually has like an open window, so I thought that was kind of cool. We have the new mirror. We have some of the new flowers. I put a speaker here in case someone wants to dance. And it's such a small area that the refrigerators are here. So technically this is what starts the kitchen, but this is where the bathroom is. I wanted to put the bathroom downstairs because there's no room for it upstairs. And there was also no room to put a sink in there. So I figured I would put it by the kitchen sink. In traditional starter home, tiny home fashion, we only have one sink in the house. But it's fine. We have this little two-tier bathroom here. So we do have a toilet right here and then a wall shower. It totally works through the door right there. It's fine. And they can shower. It's not a full-on shower. It's just a wall shower. So everything in here technically would get wet, but that's fine. That's fine. And there is a nice big mirror in here if you wanted a nice view out the window, which I normally don't put windows in bathrooms, but it's fine. And then you walk out and we have our mini kitchen here. So like I said, the refrigerator's over there. And then we have a little kitchen here. Just our basic one counter we can cook on, a sink, a stove. and we had to use that snake print in here somewhere. It is definitely a very funky house. And we even have like the rose light up here. I thought that was kind of cool. And then we do have a nano trash can, which will help us make money, because like I said, we're not gonna have a lot of time to make money. And then there is a little TV area here to get up fun. Like I said, there's a little sitting area here you can sit and eat at while you watch TV. I just love this flame heart in the background. I thought it was so cute. So that's the whole downstairs, but if you want to go upstairs, you actually have to go back outside. And while I'm down here, let me just show off the little pool area. So it's not super fancy, but it has a palm tree. It's a rounded pool that's also red and black and has some red lounge chairs and whatnot. But then you have to go up this stairway to get to the bedroom. So the bedroom is this whole room up here. Like, it's just one room up here, but this is the entrance for it. I thought it was cute. You have a little walk around if you did want to walk and view the scene and whatnot, but you come through the door, and yes, I am using the heartbroken bed from the, I guess, added on content you get when you add early, but I really liked it, and it was cheap, and it came with the pack. So yeah, we're gonna use it. I'm sorry if you didn't get the pack in time to get the extra content and you don't have it. I'm sorry, but I like it. Not that I like the concept of early access content, but I do like this bed. So we have the bed here with some curtains. You can see the glass roof piece above it. We have a little get ready area with the new costume trunk, because the new costume trunk can totally count as a dresser. And we even have a little flirty light here. So this is a light you get if you had a certain pack in The Sims 3, and you can enable its aura, and it makes everyone in the room more flirty. Oh my god, look at that light coming in the door. That's gorgeous. And also, I don't think I showed the glass piece up top. So there's a little glass roof on top, because some of the other homes around here have that. So I thought that was kind of fitting. And that, my friends, is the entire build. There's not much to it. So that is pretty much the introduction video done. Like I said, there's no gameplay in this video, but we did get a lot of the introductions done. And unless just some crazy patch or something happens before I upload the next video I post should be the gameplay content, and I will try to have that out for you guys before too much longer. So keep an eye out. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. Alright,